I can bet my life on it that people watching would struggle to believe I had 260 lessons. I would struggle if I watched someone doing, because I am like a beginner. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
It's a bit fast to the right and it's a bit
I
too
know.
much. Hold it on, hold it on, hold it on, hold it on. Now straighten it. Good. Hello and welcome to the channel. Hello and welcome to the Go-To Driving School channel. I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Lily.
And today we're going to look at moving off the car using tick over.
So what is tick over? Every driver should understand that their car will not stall when they come off the gas. It'll simply slow down via engine braking and it'll tick over at the lowest speed for that particular gear that you're in. So there's no need to keep pressing the gas at low speeds. The car won't stall. An occasional exception to this would be travelling up a really steep hill.
And also we're going to look at steering today, the method, the timing and how that applies, because you're sometimes using one hand, aren't you, at the moment?
Yeah.
And you're a bit unsure.
12 to 9 or 12 to 6 and then I don't remember what I'm doing after.
Yeah, so fun and games. So stay tuned for today's video and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, I think I'll be
Yeah.
alright. Oh, sorry.
Keep me informed as to what's around us then, and try and remember what you said.
Sorry, is that too much gas?
Just a little, but as long as you rectify, it's fine.
So it's nothing around us, I'm back with you.
Okay.
I was looking at the blue car. Oops, sorry. I can't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I don't do it. In my car is a bit more forgiving. And I forget in yours at first. Mine is very old, so
Don't worry, Lily.
it's bumpy anyway, so
Lily.
you can't tell I'm lifting the clutch too fast.
Just
Yeah.
focus on the driving, yeah, not on all the mistakes, please.
So we're turning
Yeah,
left,
was we
right,
going to practice tick over though? We said, because
Yes.
we've not done that. Next left.
Nearly missed it, sorry man. I just thought, oh, see, my hands weren't together. Right, on the next one.
Because I thought we was going to put emphasis on the tick over first,
Okay.
and then move on to that. I didn't think we were going to do any turning yet.
Thank you, that would be perfect for me. Was it left
Yeah,
or here?
we're going to turn left, please. Yeah.
I have such a fear of this one, I'm afraid. It's where this pavement is, it's always been a problem for me in the past.
Which pavement?
That one that's
Take some steer off.
sticking out on the left. The road we just came from.
Right.
I'll show you
Okay.
the next time.
The problem with going back to you changing gears is when you change gear, you're not lifting the clutch straight away. Your clutch lifting should be instant, although it shouldn't release itself instant, if that makes sense. The timing of in which you start clutch up after a gear change, that needs to be straight away.
Right, I think you could tell me again when we pull somewhere. So it's, you think I'm freezing the clutch at some point?
Yeah, like you would in first gear.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. It's I try so hard. I agree
No
with
worries.
that.
No worries.
I tend to do 1, 2, I think, then freeze and then very rough.
Take the next rod on the right, please, Lily. So remember, when you turn, your hands should be symmetrical. You're leading with the right. That's it.
Ooh, but it's a bit. You have to be quick.
Could you not let the wheel take itself off a bit? You know, rather
Try to
than
control it.
because when you took it off, you sped it up, I think, and it sort of was a bit
You
early.
don't miss anything, man, do you?
No, well.
It's gonna be tough for me now.
So next road on the left, please, just after these two parked cars here. So remember, when we turn, it's quite a tight one, look. Hands symmetrical. Have a look into the road and down, round the pavement there. Make sure you're using the other one with it. Same with the next bend, but be a bit slower as you approach
It's
here,
just a bend,
in case
isn't it?
somebody's
We're
cut it
not-
off the gas, Lily. No need to press that gas. So that's not being aware of tick over. Stay off the gas. Stay off the gas. Stay off the gas. Now brake and go clutch down first gear here. That's it. So it is tight.
So we
Do you want me
keep
to help
going.
you?
Yes, maybe.
Okay.
I'll just find my bite.
Yeah, I would sort of work at clutch control. So I'd go clutch back down.
Down.
Yeah.
More?
Look over to the left and come. That's it. Just so you know where his door is. And we're going to pull in on the left. And you see where this brick wall is here on the road, of course. So pulling in on the left.
Here?
Just here, please. Thank you.
Maybe you have to help me. I don't want to go on the pavement.
You're doing a good job so far, Lily. Stay positive and think about what you are going to do, rather than what you don't want to do.
Kind of got it, but not really.
You didn't need to steer right again.
Do you want me
I
to
normally
try?
say that about left. It's normally left every time. You didn't need to steer left again.
Do you want me to try and move forward so I'm more closer, because it's quite a tight road? Or we're not going to stay here for long? Do you want me to try?
It is a tight road. I'll guide you with the steering this time. I think it was nice and smooth, but you aren't judging when you are straight.
I'm too afraid of going in.
Before you move, what do we need to check?
Mirrors.
That's it.
I briefly checked them, but I think I got fixated on the wrong one. My favourite left.
So steer left until the curb reaches the reference point. That's enough. Well, tell me when it reaches. Slower, slower. Look forward. Steer left a bit. Steer left a bit. That's enough. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Now steer right. That's it. Right. Stop.
Too much
Stop.
right.
It's too much. It's jumping from one to the other.
Yeah, and I was a bit hard on the brake, so that put me off, because I thought I'm gonna run out of
I
power.
don't know what you mean about being hard on the brake.
Oh,
No
was
idea.
I not? Because I think I wanted to gently apply, like you say in the video, 1 coin, and I felt I've done 2.5 coins.
Is it
and
wrong
then I eased
though?
off.
Is it wrong that you've done that? Does that mean it's wrong?
Well, I thought I might run out of power because I've gone back to my old habits of
There
being
might
harder.
there might be good habits within the old habits. Yeah? So don't worry too much. If you put all your thinking on the stuff you don't want to do, or the stuff you're used to do, rather than trying to just think about the new things, I think you're going to be stuck in that place mentally as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. I've got the habits. I will try harder to follow what you said. Don't say it as you do it. Just do your best, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I think that's best for us, but just based on what I'm learning about our learning together.
And you could see the steering. It's so. I got it. I know you've showed me so clearly. I just know I would need to practice loads.
Yeah. Was that different to what you would normally be doing then?
Yes.
When I said right, hands together, was that?
Yes, and it steers a lot faster, so you need to quickly fix it. When I do the small steer, then I'm going very slowly, so I'm not very close to the pavement, if it makes sense, quickly.
Yeah, definitely. So when you're on if you're on main roads, you will be travelling faster. If you're travelling faster, you may need to be able to steer faster.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's a part of what we're going to be needing going forward there.
Yeah, I got scared a little bit when I first did it, because I was like, "Ooh, that's not my usual 6 small turns. I'm already next to the pavement."
6 small turns. Yeah. So we don't want little rubbish ones like that, do we? We want big, because what you'll often
makes a big difference.
It does. What you'll often find is generally like 1 is enough for a lot of things.
But the tighter bend that we turned into turning right when we set off from home, not the first ride, the second, I think you did full lock and a half. I think you brought it back a little bit, and then when again something like that, I would watch it on the video.
Yeah.
It would be nice when I just watch it sat at home.
Yeah, sure.
And I never let the I don't know how to control the steering wheel to fix it. You know, when you've done all the steering, then I let it go, and you straight away picked on that.
Well,
can you not let it go and control it, please?
yeah.
Because I think I forget what the left hand does, and it's probably more needed when you fix it after you've done the steering.
Say that again.
The left hand. So if you've done your steering and you want to straighten it again,
Yes.
is it more on the left hand or something?
Well, let the wheel dictate. Because you've put steer on, so you've got enough steer. So as soon as you finish steering and you let go of the wheel and you accelerate forwards, it'll make the tyres want to become straight again. So they'll start taking themselves off at the pace that it should be.
And I just
And,
let the
and you
steering,
just work with it then.
Yeah, I think it will take some time, Matt, but
That's fine.
we'll see what I will
That's
achieve
fine.
today. But I definitely need to practice, because I forget how I meet them at the bottom, and I actually know it, but when you do it, then if you get scared because it's going too fast, and then you forget what you're doing, you go back to what feels safe until I master it.
Yeah, we'll keep working on it. The tick over, it suggests that you may not be fully comfortable with that. It doesn't matter that we didn't do it in with the order. Maybe I could have been clearer that that's exactly what I wanted you to do. It didn't really matter. I just thought it was good on that straight, just to get used to it again. We could have practiced our braking, like we said.
Because it's something new, so I never normally, sorry I interrupted, never normally get it with one being told once. I need to practice them, because I didn't manage to practice at the weekend. See what it brings? It needs practicing. Yeah, I think I forgot that I'm doing it by myself, which meant do the tick over for the bumps. I forgot. I think I expected you to tell me, now let's do the tick over. I think I forgot. Right.
Well, we agreed, didn't we, that you were going to do it. That's fine. I can help. I can tell you. I think it's, while you're busy thinking, based on what we're experiencing, I think it's better if I make sure that you know what you're doing all the time. Really.
I think I used it briefly only for one of the speed bumps.
But when the concerning thing was the if I can get my words out, it would be useful. The bends that we've just gone round. We've turned left, and then we went round a really sharp bend, and that bend is one that, if an oncoming car's coming, it's going to come in the middle of the road, because the road's, it's such a sharp bend and the road's really tight.
Yeah,
at the
do
back
you know
here.
Which one I meant then?
But
when we turned left.
This last junction we've just gone round.
Yeah.
That's the one I mean, and you're just pushing the gas on the way there to the sharp bend.
My problem, I always think I need to drive faster than what I feel comfortable with. I always aim to go against what I feel.
Are you right, Lily? Lily, you just need to think about, forget expectations, forget them.
Just
they're
drive
gone.
With my ability.
Yes. What feels safe to you, and what doesn't. And if it's not, slow down and do something about it, and let that be your solution. Yeah, because, not somebody else, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because the minute you said ease off the gas, I was like, oh, thanks God, because the steering's going to get easier now, because I was struggling to follow the follow the bend with that speed. I was thinking I'm not exactly comfortable. I might just go and do my steering, because I'm rushing here. Like you said at the beginning, very important with the steering is your timing, to give yourself enough time and the right speed. Okay, I'll try, and I think it's a bit annoying for me, because I used to be able to analyze more of the roads, but for some reason I don't look ahead still. So I've got to write it down. I didn't do my homework last week to get better this week, to just try and remember, look at the whole picture. I nearly missed the first left turn as well, because I don't know what I was thinking about. I think the steering, and then I thought, oh, the left turn's just here, and we've taken it before. I know exactly where it is, so I need to multitask better.
It felt fine. If it's any you know, comfort to you, it didn't feel like it was sort of mega late or anything, or usually it's fast if it's late.
I'm so pleased you're saying that, because I thought I brake it a lot more gently, not like that, and I was harsh on the brake because I nearly missed the turn.
Do you remember as well, Lily, that nothing's perfect?
Yeah.
And the idea of perfect is fiction, really, because it's always changing. Yeah. And it's down to different perspectives and perceptions on it. Yeah.
Do you want me to do tick over on approach to this junction after I go past that car?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then you would say if you want me to brake.
That's it. And I'm gonna give you some feedback. Some advice with the steering as well. Is that right?
Yeah. I'll put it back for a second. Another one of my favourite things is this.
Might not need these now.
Or uphill, you think? I would work it out when I.
Looks like it's straight to me. Looks like this bit here might be uphill, but when you get level with that grey car, it sort of flattens off to me. But it could change as we get closer again.
I'm just doing a quick check now, and I'll check again.
Is there anybody around that could benefit? Anybody sat in a car behind us or anything?
No.
Are you sure?
He's got the lights on, but he's not doing anything.
How do you know they're not thinking exactly the same as us?
Shall I put the right signal?
Yeah, because we're not doing anything, are we? We are now, we're moving. Clutch straight down and just let it roll. Don't brake, just let it roll.
We clutch down, just give some gas maybe.
Yeah. Set some gas ready so you can catch it before it would roll backwards and bite point. Yay. Was that a new technique for you?
Yes.
Good.
I forget, I'm a complete beginner despite all my lessons. Now, clutch fully up, it's taking me a while.
And we're going to turn right at the end.
Clutch fully up, no gas. Is she going to go?
tight. That's it. That's it. That's good with the steering. That's really good.
Thank you, man. Now
Now kind of let it take itself off. If you want. There's no need to necessarily pass it through. Let it run through your hands. You should hear this as it runs through itself. Let tick overtake it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm okay.
What are you sorry for?
Because I think I'm gonna damage the car, and when I'm damaging someone's posh car, I don't feel happy.
Lily, it's not going to damage
I
the
know.
car.
It's a habit from my previous instructor.
She was over the top.
we
And
were
that's
more
saying
worried about
that's
the
keeping
car.
it nice. Let's turn left at the end.
Now you might need to help me with the
Brake.
steering, some braking.
Okay, yeah.
First gear.
That's it. Steering's fine so far. Absolutely beautiful. Fine so far with the steer. Hold the steer where it is. Hold it. Just hold it. And now a bit more on. And then let it take itself off. Let go. Don't hold it so tight.
I needed your help a little bit in there. Now clutch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's been a long time though.
Yes.
Before you've started that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
Clutch up. Clutch up. Should have been done about 2 seconds ago. Right, see what I mean? So next road on the left, please. So we're going to think about the steering once we've slowed down and changed gear. Brake harder, second gear, clutch up. Clutch up 1, 2, 3, push,
Up.
pull. Oh yeah, all the way. Let the wheel feed itself. You don't have to actually. In fact, you probably didn't want to because of the car in front of you.
same.
But I want you to be more relaxed with the wheel at least.
I need to practice. Oh,
That's good. When you get third gear, clutch straight up, please. Clutch straight up. It's still,
the
it's
last
too
bit.
slow.
Yes.
Yeah, the car's dropping speed because nothing's powering the wheels, so it's actually rolling slower than when it was when you initially changed gear. That's why it's slowing down when you bring the clutch up.
Yeah, I get it, man. And it was very interesting what you've pointed. That it looks like I'm.
Take the next road on the left. Sorry to
pulling by the
interrupt.
curb.
Off the gas, Lily. You're on your gas while you're checking your mirrors there. It doesn't really make sense. Second gear, clutch straight up. 1, 2, 3, done.
Up. This is the
Oh,
one
and that was seamless. You didn't feel anything.
Yeah, well, sometimes I get it right. This is why I don't like the bend in here, because I used to be petrified of it, and I still drove when I wasn't confident that bit.
Yeah.
So I want to
Turn
brake
left
here.
at the end.
I'll put my clutch down. Is that costing too much?
No, nothing to worry about. Steering's good so far.
I just want to check it went into first. See, in here I feel I'm starting very slowly.
That's really good with the steering. We don't need to do anything with that steering because it's absolutely fine there. We'll
So
keep an
clutch-
eye on it though. The clutch could have been up a full second earlier than that. Okay?
I'm going to try and get
Don't you
Chris
worry about-
to help me with that.
Don't you worry about any of these bumps. If we're slightly fast, so what?
I know Chris loved it when we watched it on your video, because I've always slowed down. Now I'm on.
Right, you're going a bit slow here.
Oh,
I know we've got the 2 vans, so you'd be a bit slower than usual.
I was
Back on
going-
the gas now.
going.
Only a bit because we've got the car parked.
I don't know if he's going
Check
to
your
go.
mirrors and position.
Sorry, you get me a bit nervous.
Yeah, you should, but what can you be doing to be ready?
Cover brake. and
Cover
clutch.
brake,
But
which would mean you wouldn't be on the gas. You can certainly be ready to sound the horn if you think he's going to move and he's right next to you and you couldn't do anything about it to
I
alert him.
could if I know where the thing is.
Where do you think the horn is, Lily?
Somewhere in here.
Where's the icon? You see it?
Oh, not yet.
You see where the Volkswagen badge is? Back on the gas. We're a bit too slow. Back on the gas.
See, I think I'm gonna wreck your car.
No.
So I hear what you say. I
Cars
just can't embrace it.
have suspension, don't they?
Well, I don't know what suspension is.
Well, and shock absorbers and that, so it's
So I can ease off now and then.
ease off now. Now back on now, please. Thank you. And that feels better. The car's pulling you over rather than just wobbling over it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's more stable. We're going to turn left at the end, please. Steering was absolutely great here last time, really. I didn't see any issues with it at all. That's good. What could Wheelie Bin Wizard do? Keep seeing him this morning. Oh no, he's there, look.
What's the lizard? The rubbish man.
The wizard. The Wheelie Bin Wizard.
So I'm not going fast just yet because I didn't want to meet him.
That's fine, yeah. We had time to emerge out there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and keep the
That's
gas.
better, and we can go even quicker than that. So third gear, do it even quicker than that. Ready? Even quicker than the last one. Done.
Up.
There. See?
Left again.
Please. Long braking, Lily. You're leaving your braking late. By long braking, I mean start it early.
Just the coin, okay. Because that's also a signal for the people, isn't it? Don't know if I can...
You ready to hold back then if you're not?
But I can.
Okay, good. Because you
have
were saying
holded-
that and your foot was still in the gas position, so just think about that, Lily. If
How
you're...
do you see all these things?
Because I'm paying attention, I'm trying to do the
You
best
can
job I can
hardly-
for you.
You can hardly tell what I'm doing from... See, and I'm so short, I'm so tackled in. How can you see my feet? Right. Tackling along the 26, finished because of the white car.
It's good. Right, so we're going to be turning... Yeah, so you're not even showing your brake lights, are you, when you're not braking
Yes,
early?
yes.
You're just like late braking. So we're going to turn left just after the blue punto on the left there.
So I could give a signal
Yeah.
now off the gas.
Good, that's better. So we're initiating the braking process earlier. Good. Good, yeah, reasonable clutch up. Timing, you're doing very well, Lily.
Sorry, a bit too close to the left, wasn't it?
Just maybe put on a little bit too much steering too early.
I think I saw him and I thought I better get as close as possible in case.
Oh, but yeah, but he's parked, Lily. He's out the van.
Is it- yeah.
He's actually got a parcel in his
But
hand.
do you think I've had the energy to see it? Is it left in here?
Please.
I think I just went for it. Thought, oh, I've seen a van.
Yeah, what you should see is, yeah, there's a van, and what? You know,
what is
you're
this
looking
van?
for something as to why you might need to do that or react like you did last time. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Look for a reason why you should. Yes, it's a van, and what? You know what I mean? Like, with respect.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a van, but it stopped, so I need to... This is my...
So we've got vans here. There's a door open on the right. Kid on a bike.
Also.
So show me what you think's a reasonable speed through
I
here.
think 17, maybe not 12, but I don't know. It's
I think-
just a habit.
I
Matt.
think that's reasonable there. So no worries
Okay.
there.
I think 15, maybe 17. You're gonna go really fast.
Try not to look at the numbers, just feel it.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking at them. I just looked when you asked
Oh, okay, yeah, with you.
me. Just to get the timing to get faster
Yeah.
as I'm exiting. I think I didn't this time. I might just.
No need to
break
brake.
the
No need to brake.
How do you know where my foot's going?
I can
didn't
see
even
it.
brake
I can see it out my peripheral vision.
Didn't even
And I am
apply
looking.
it yet.
And I am looking. Well, the first thing I feel is you ease off the gas, and
Could I ease off now?
and
then?
I
That's
hear
fine.
you easing off. That's fine. Back on now. The gas. That's better. Right. So turning left at the end.
See, am I edging a little bit to the other lane?
There's nothing in it, Lily.
No.
Really.
Oh, I don't want to be close. I know I can, I just don't want to. I've rolled backwards when I was learning.
Set your feet
times.
ready though. Set your feet ready because these might go in a minute. That's it. I think you're reasonable to hold back. Is there a slight incline as that road, our road, meets the new
I think
road?
it's a little bit of
Yeah.
an uphill here.
Yeah.
And it's uphill there, it's a bit of a struggle.
Yeah. So it's good to give them the space.
Sorry, I was holding the biting, but I thought that I can't look again because it wasn't holding it anymore. Sorry, Matt.
Keep on your own side. It's really important here.
Would you prefer me to wait next time? Because I did consider that, but I thought I ought to have a space, but I was in two minds.
Pull up on the left, and we'll go over that. At a safe place. Can you see what? Can you see one to judge?
Here,
What?
this one,
Yeah.
because it's not
Yeah.
on someone's
Okay. Yeah.
left, but you might
Right.
have
Now steer left. Hold that. Just don't move the wheel. Don't move it. Don't move it. Don't move it. Now steer right. Keep the rolling. That's enough. Back straight.
to. Oh, Matt, I'm so sorry.
It's a bit fast to the right, and it's a bit
I
too
know,
much.
I'm-
Let me show you why, Lily. Let me show you why.
I need to do some exercise. We didn't. This is why I say don't drive on main roads when you're not ready. So my practice was driving to Charleston, and I learned nothing. What I need, I couldn't practice.
Got you. Look, the thing is though, Lily, it doesn't mean you can't drive to Charleston. It doesn't mean you're absolutely useless. It
Yeah, but-
doesn't, because the steering at the moment, the parking is only.
I'm afraid to just scratch the tires so badly because.
Don't. Right, if you're going to scratch the tyres, I won't let you because I'll stop it from happening. So
Okay.
if you don't try it, you'll never learn it. You'll never do it. what you're doing, you're steering left. I got you to hold it on, and we were actually travelling an inch in closer to the curb with a slight left angle on that time as we were coming to park. Then, obviously, so there's centre. You can see that little, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, that little band at the top of the steering wheel. So you've gone left and you've held it. The car's coming. And then when you steer right, you're doing it like this. Yeah, watch. Because this is watch though.
Sorry.
This is exactly what you do.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty much.
I actually felt it when you said, oh.
So the band's at 15 past.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I worked this out too late.
No worries.
Because I remember my subconscious mind picks on things, but it doesn't filter them very well. Because I remember you said more to the right. If you've taken 12 to 10 on the left, you need 12 past 10 on the right. And I just overdid it.
No more than 10 past should be necessary. I'd only go to 15 if I feel like, whoa, I'm going to hit the curb.
I didn't mean to. I think I just went carried away.
Are you thinking about how much steer you put on?
No.
So, look at this then. So you go from about 5.2 or 10.2, and then you're slowly moving it at the same rolling pace of the car as the car.
Yeah, I definitely was too fast with the... I worked it out.
So about there, yeah, 10 past. And then when it becomes straight, at the same pace again, move back to the middle.
To the left.
So the
I even
band's at the top.
struggled to not hit the brake when you said keep your left. I struggled. I just thought I'm gonna hit the curb. I listened to what you say, and I feel a little bit nervous that I might get it wrong and go very close. So I was very slow on the left because of that reason.
Yeah.
But there's nothing here, so I went hard on the right. But I'm happy I managed to listen to you.
Talking about your learning, then, good to reflect, good to analyse things. But let's talk about the junction back there, where we emerged left. You said, would I have preferred you to hold back? On reflection, yes.
I tried to hold the biting point and I dipped the clutch and I thought it's not holding. I felt it going still, so I panicked and went on the brake. At that junction we just came from. Oh, sorry, about the cars you mean. Got you. I'm doing so many things in one junction.
Well, that's interesting that that's what you thought it was. Because honestly, again, and there'll probably be a tally of how many times I've said this to you, I don't know what you mean.
So
No, don't explain it either. Because, sorry, and I don't mean to be rude, but Lily, there was nothing in it. Where is it wrong?
do you think you could hold your biting point in there, or it's downhill?
Yeah, you can definitely hold your bite point there because it's uphill slightly. We remember when we analysed that, and I said to you, look,
I go by the feel because I'm so sometimes I can't work it out by looking, but it was uphill
Lily,
behind the car.
what about that one there, that one in front of us, Baines Drive?
Baines Drive. Although I don't know. I think I would say either level or slightly uphill. Wouldn't say downhill.
Okay, so are you sure you can't work it out?
Was that right?
Yeah.
Well, I think when we followed the learner car, I hold the biting point fine. That was fine. The closer I got to the line, I didn't put any. I hold the gas, so I have the biting point. I was dipping the clutch, maybe not enough, and I then decided maybe it's downhill. Maybe I got it wrong, so I went on the brake instead of keep rolling. Because it's fine, Matt. I would watch it on the video again. I think if you say you can hold the biting point, I didn't dip the clutch down enough.
You are very right, because that's the thing that would have stopped the tyres moving. What I would have done there, we've got the black learner car waiting in front of us. I wouldn't have gone too fast. I'd have worked at the bite point to get to the lines from there. I wouldn't have really. You probably engaged gear one and then put your clutch in, and it didn't stop moving. Does that sound about right?
I think I was trying to navigate it with the clutch, and I dipped it down and it was still going. Dipped it down. I probably needed a bit of brake.
If you're faster than a speed of more than 1 or 2 or 3 miles an hour, you put your clutch in. It's not going to be clutch control anymore.
So that's it, Matt.
It's going to roll. Yeah, so you need a little dab of the brakes, and then you can go back to performing clutch control as long as you're still before the lines.
Yes. And
So actually, it probably was relevant to go over that, just because it helps you with your understanding.
Yeah, so it's one of the two things. I either didn't put the clutch down enough, or I didn't give myself enough time because the car wouldn't have stopped. I was giving it enough power to go past the line, and that's why I went for the foot brake. And for the cars, I would wait next time. This is my typical.
And why would you wait?
Well, because they had the cars parked on their side, and we would meet in at the tight point. But
yeah, it wasn't. like seriously dangerous, as in there was nowhere else for the car to go. There was gaps by the bit where we turned out, but that's us relying on them to take the gaps, and actually it slowed them down.
It's kinder to let them go, because it takes few minutes.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even a minute.
Well, they're at speed, aren't they? Look, I mean, look at the red one coming down. We're still on the same road. They're coming down at speed. You know what? Looking at Baines Drive, we use Baines Drive as an example for the second time now. What lines do you come to when you get to the end of that road? If you're going to come onto this road, what are they called?
The broken lines.
Yeah. What are they called?
Giveaway lines.
Yes. So.
I know there is a difference if it's one line, but I forgot what it was, and if it's two lines.
One line's normally on the other side. Look.
Oh, because I think in one you're giving way to one set of traffic and another in two, or maybe I'm confused. That was ages ago. We talked about it with my previous instructor a year ago at least.
It's not, well, as long as you know how to use them, it's fine. But yeah, generally at giveaway lines, right?
Yes.
You should be, there's two lines. Your bonnet shouldn't be past the second one. So you might sort of pause and slow down and use clutch control at the first one. And then if you need, and then you can, as long as it's safe then to proceed, you then can edge past the second one. And that's usually the way it's meant to go.
I wonder if it's two lines on there, because I actually would...
They're all two lines.
I would go on top of the first one. I would stop... Do you know where they're two? I think I would cross the first one and not think of stopping before the first one. Sorry, second one.
Second one, yeah.
So I would cross one of them and stop before the second.
Was this before? Was this with the other instructor?
Well, this is what I think I'm doing, so I probably have done it with you as well.
If you,
well, you would have seen.
I would have seen and I would have said, but just so that you haven't got any doubt, do you know what the reference point is, so that you can know that your bonnet hasn't gone, or the bonnet is where we just said it hasn't gone over the giveaway lines, basically.
It's somewhere in. Was it in the mirror? Because I can see in the mirror the lane next to me, so I kind of use it as a guide. Yeah. Not my one, but the one next to us.
Is it this? Does it look like this? Just want to double check. It's that there. So as you position left, you'll see the other line underneath the mirror.
I have to see if the mirrors are not too high. But if we have time to do one more, I'll have a look.
The mirror? What do you mean the mirror's not too high?
That one, if I would see it when I'm at the junction.
Don't forget, your car's moving, so there's going to be a point where it's not there, and there's going to be a point where it's coming, and now it's under.
Yeah, so it's nice to just have a look, so I know if
sure. Let's carry on. Yeah, drive on when you're ready.
See, now I'm looking at this car and I think it's not going to be safe.
That's the other learning need as well, which was changing gear.
Yeah, I know.
Changing gear.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. What have you learned about changing gear today?
I think I know what I need to work on even before the lesson, because I've never been good with that. I tend to freeze the clutch halfway or somewhere. I lift it and I freeze it from fear of stalling. It's really marked me. That's why I say to people, don't get stuck with the wrong instructor, because it's really impossible, that one. Because I used to stall the car lifting the clutch too fast. Now I won't lift it fast. I can't overpower my muscle memory or something in here. And this is one. And the other thing, I think you tell me if I'm wrong, it's I don't keep the gas. As I'm lifting the clutch, past the biting point, I can keep the gas going. I just can't coordinate my feet. I don't know why I struggle. I really have the fear of the clutch, so I need to work very hard to unlearn, because that was my first instructor ages ago, but I stalled on every single junction, so it really marked me in a bad way.
Yeah.
So it stayed with me.
Yeah, well, I need you, with your thinking, and I'm finding this is working, to, pardon the term, get on with it.
Yeah. In
a way. So I'm going to support you to try and just think past that and think, right, let's get done, move on to the next thing.
Yeah, for people who don't know, Matt doesn't like negative talking, because you are what you believe you are, aren't you? So you don't like when I say things like that, because the more I say it, the more I believe it anyway.
Yes, it is. There's something to it.
So we forget about it and I'll practice until it gets better.
Thank you.
We could go now, isn't it? Because we might be late in the end. I just want to.
That's okay, we've got time. Plenty of time.
Junction just one more time.
Okie dokie.
So I'm gonna try and hold
when you're ready.
Bite. Would you go?
I would have gone. I would have signalled though.
Yeah, I thought about it, but
I wouldn't now, 'cause you're not going to go, are you? I hope not.
no, I'm not gonna. But I was trying to think if there is another car.
Lily, don't steer right so
Yeah.
much. Have you ever noticed that? Have I ever said that to you before? Why are you steering right away from the curb as though you've got an obstacle in front of you?
Many times you've said it, Matt.
I'm going to take next road on the left.
I think it's because I thought I might have lost the gas.
Braking.
Oh, it's second gear. I didn't.
You still need a bit of brake though.
Oh,
Yeah, I should have been a bit quicker around there, wouldn't it?
and it's a tight. Yeah, I think I need to fix this in my head a little bit.
We will practice parking down here, Lily. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, so just drive on as normal. We'll go third gear. Just keep driving for now.
Oh, sorry. I'm not getting on with it, am I?
No, third gear. Push up, 1, 2, 3, done. How's that for you?
Good. Hopefully
Now you
not.
deal with this. Early braking, Lily, early braking. Braking, second gear, still braking, second gear, clutch up, 1, 2, done.
A bit too delayed. Sorry.
No, Lily, it was fine.
Yeah,
It was fine.
I'll get used to it. I'm sorry, Matt.
We're going to pull in on the left now, alright? Right, now, keep this angle of the car on. Don't steer right. Keep coming over. You're already steering right. Keep coming left. Keep coming. Look forward. Keep coming. Now steer right slowly. Hold it on. Now straighten it. Good. It was
Poor you,
different.
Matt.
I've got to work hard sometimes, but that's what you're paying me for, and that's that's why I'm charging more than most instructors, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
I am willing, I do make my life difficult, and it's not for my own benefit. Yes, it benefits me and my reputation and the business for those who care about learning. But it's just the way I do things. I've always been like it.
Yeah, I think for the people who don't know Matt, he's really passionate about it. I'm sure you could tell from the videos, because I could. And it really is better when you're learning skills. Because I used to be afraid for a lesson. I don't turn up afraid.
Skills, not subjects.
Yeah, skills, not I'm driving on a main road, I'll pick everything as I go. I know how to start the car roughly.
I think he's left the gas on. Did you see him?
Who?
This chap here with the run, with the left arm. He's
Oh yeah.
He's checked his pockets. I heard him say. And he's ran back.
Maybe the keys or something.
Yeah. Let's hope he's not left the gas on.
No, he'll be alright.
Sorry.
We are far enough.
Yeah.
I'm surprised not a lot of people that you've told commented, because I think it helps. So if anyone's watching, they can give you feedback, because it does make a massive difference.
What on what?
On how you teach people.
Thank you.
Because I think I can bet my life on it that people watching would struggle to believe I had 260 lessons. I would struggle if I watched someone doing, because I am like a beginner, maybe a bit better than a beginner, intermediate, but but not really someone who's driven everywhere. I still get too nervous with tight corners and things like that. Steering's missing, car control's not there. It's getting there, but it wasn't there when I was driving everywhere. So I definitely think if people were as nervous as I am, give it a go, and you would know straight away. Because my fear disappeared now, even though I struggle.
Yeah,
When you
that's
say-
really good.
Pull by the left, and I'm like, oh, you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Can we practice something else?
Yeah. Now, let's go back into it.
Yeah.
We are on the left. How are we?
I think all right. Is it not?
It's good.
Oh, okay.
Can you not see?
I can, but you said, ooh, and I'm looking
Well, you need to know.
past. Yeah, I
You
think
should
we're
know.
all right.
You've got to believe your eyes sometimes. It's, when you're looking there, is that a gap that you would aspire to?
Oh, that would be perfect if that was by a pavement.
The way you did the park was different, so that's good.
I remember the right steer this time.
Yes.
I wanted to go
Yeah.
fast again.
And you left the left on longer.
Yeah, but you had to encourage me, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
That's fine. I mean, we probably knew that was needed. And then you went right, not too fast this time, so you didn't go from left to right. You went over to the right, about the same pace as we were travelling, so it was really nice. And what you did was you took that off too early, so you're working your way through this manoeuvre. Because think of it, there's three manoeuvres when you're pulling on the left.
Yeah.
There's your steering wheel straight, so you steer left. You steer right, and
Left
back to
again.
straight.
Yeah.
And what you did was back to straight a little too soon. But that's better than than what we were doing earlier.
So we are not perfect on the right side, the back side of the car, isn't it? Because that's what I can say. I think I'm very good to the left and a tiny bit sticking to the right, I think.
Well,
tiny bit.
I got you to steer back, didn't I, while we were still rolling and correct it. So for me,
it's fine.
To me, it looks absolutely phenomenal.
Just a tiny bit, not much. So this kind of steering, although I do it okay,
yes,
inside I feel like I would need to practice, I don't know, maybe another 3 or 4 lessons
Yeah.
until, because it goes really fast, so I need to learn to control it before I go into more challenging situations.
Yeah, well, we don't, it's not all about driving, but we potentially don't get as much driving time in as we could.
No, we drive a lot.
We do. What I'm saying is, the thing with that is to practice and just feel more confident. But I think that's going to happen as we go. The more turns we do, the better. And lesson upon lesson, I feel like we are doing slightly more and slightly longer drives. Obviously, when we pull in, we discuss and analyse, and sometimes that can lead to other things. And yeah,
because I have a list full of things. But it feels like I'm learning after every lesson, because before I just used to drive and I didn't practice because I had double lessons, and I'm thinking that's enough, and that was too much for my nervous system anyway. And now I question stuff, like I asked you when you steer where the tires go. Car control, I understand it, so I want to practice until I feel better with it. All sorts of things. So I think after every lesson I feel the car control's coming to me, but it's not 100% yet. It's good enough, it's not fully there yet. And the steering as well, it's a surprise for me, because I know I do small steering, but I thought I'm doing kind of alright, and because Matt can't pick on every single issue on the first lesson. If you tell me the 100 things that are wrong with me, I'll give up.
It wouldn't work anyway.
Yeah,
so it's just as well.
You pick your battles. So when we go to the steering now today, I don't know how other people feel, but I keep saying it because I can't believe it's really fast. It can scare you off if you don't know how to do it. So you do need to practice and be mindful, because when you do it properly, it's not 6 more steers. Once you're going here and you're already there in the junction.
Quick question for you. It relates, talking about learning something every lesson and having things to go away and think about. When you're reversing, you're not sure which way to steer. It seems like you steer and it goes the opposite way. Yeah,
it's actually, I want left, and because my partner Chris is guiding me, if I want left, he'll say it's right. If I want right, he'll say it's left. It's the reverse every time.
Right. Now, if you want to reverse into, you see where this wall is here on your right? There's a driveway. If you look over your right shoulder,
where it's a hillside cottage.
Yeah, there's a driveway. If we were going to reverse, let's say it was, let's say this was a private road, it wasn't a through road, you wouldn't really reverse from here to that driveway. It's a big distance and you've got to cross another lane, and you wouldn't do it this way, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But which way would you steer?
So we would be there, isn't it, and going reverse.
Yeah, or all right, there, and you're going into Fellside Cottage. Which way would you steer? Just got to reverse in.
Let me just try and picture myself in it. I think left. I love left.
No? Remember what I said at the beginning?
Yeah, it would be right.
Why would it be right?
Because that's where I want to go.
Yeah,
and
but
it's on the driver's. So you explain it.
Go on.
I got it, but I don't know how to.
I think you just kind of said it.
Because it's on the driver's side. So when you want to go right, this is where you want to go. This is where you look. So it's a right.
So you steer towards the way you want to go. If you want to go into these driveways here, you steer the way you want the back end to go, and because the back end's leading the drive. Going backwards. Yeah. You steer to the left.
Think, but I don't know why. Sometimes I get it. Well, all the time with Chris, I get it wrong. And I said to him, that would be nice to practice when you've given me your input, because you know how to teach people. And Chris, for example, can't remember what he did. And I complained and I said, it's because you're not giving me the why. I'll give you an example in our lesson. When we were pulling out of that junction where you said I would prefer you to hold on for these 2 cars, the last time we did it, you said more gas, and I didn't want to put more gas. And then you worked out that I'm not going to put more gas, and you said because you want second gear. The minute I know you want me to over-rave, well, I feel it's over-raving, which is not really that bad. The minute I knew it's because you want me to go quicker in second gear and you reminded me what my aim is, I did it. But if someone just tell me more gas and don't tell me why, I'm not going to do it. Because to me the car sounds like a hungry car, and I don't like the noise. I think I'm damaging your car, so I can't do it. And I can't remember what Chris did, and I gave him an explanation with that, and I said, you can't teach. You've got all the knowledge, but you can't teach me because if you don't have you deal with lots of people, so you know, and he doesn't, and you're not going to tell me why. And at the junction, in one junction, he gave me a direction very late. I saw the junction and I thought, oh, what am I doing here, left or right? And I panic. I can't think then. I don't look at the mirrors because I think, oh, if I'm in the middle and someone wants to turn right and they get angry, I don't like people, can't stand people being angry with me, so that's my issue. So it affects my driving as well.
You know what it really means? Being angry, really. You're angry at yourself, really. It hurts yourself as well.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for people like that, but I was thinking they would be right. I completely failed to analyze that the junction was one way, so no one could have come on my right anyway.
Yeah.
But he's not good with giving me the instructions, and it really matters if they give you a late instruction.
So there's a remedy for that, Lily.
I think it's don't drive when I'm not ready.
Yes.
When me and you can drive and you've given me the input.
You should replicate what we do, or some kind of variation of that same thing. We've about finished the lesson anyway. Today, then, just to recap, we've gone over tick over, not as much in depth, and you didn't potentially use it when you should have. You understand what it is and how to use it, so I think we should, in next lesson, we should bring that in where it's appropriate, and I'll get you to do it.
Yes.
Steering, we've looked at push-pull. Are you happier with what's going on there?
Yes, but I definitely need to practice more. You need to be fast, and you need to be mindful that when you do it properly, it's fast.
So if I keep giving you reassurance with that next lesson, is that going to be helpful?
Yes, I think.
Good. And junction reference point, so to know that your bonnet's at the lines.
Yes, that's something new as well.
Yeah, and so I can help you with that as well. And also changing gear. Are you happy with changing gear today?
No, can I be honest? I'm horrible with changing the gear. I would put lots of effort into it because I freeze the clutch. I can't overpower my brain. It's getting better though. It is good. So that's what I'm saying. Have you done better gear changes today? Yes. And do you know why they've been better? Yes, I think it's because when you encourage me, then you take off what's already in my brain that I can't do it because I stole the car in the past. I'm not going to say it anymore. And I listen to you and I do it faster, and I can see it can be done faster, but I would need to work on it a bit more. I need to be there reassuring you. I think that always works best from my experience with you. Just to be reassuring you. When it's really obvious that you don't need any help with something, obviously, then that's what we'll do. No, and I think I kind of managed to say, clutch up, clutch fully up now, and I was just a second delayed, not too bad. Okay, so you're kind of getting on time. Becoming on time with me. On time. And I just want to say, parking on the left. Definitely need practice, you said, with Have Chris. You done better ones today? Yes, I think I'm braver to go to the left more, but the last bit of left that you say keep going, and I'm thinking, oh, you sure, Matt, you're tired? The confidence, yes, and I would think that, but the reason why I don't is because of that reference point in the middle of the dash. I've got to work out You've got to work that out, really. But you haven't got to, because you're working out. Sorry? You kind of can do it without the reference, because you're looking ahead and you see where the pavement is. It's in your peripheral anyway. Yeah. It's just left of centre, I'd say, your focus. In your parking on the left, I find. But anyway, have you got any questions about any of that we've done? No, I think just practice again. I'll decide for next lesson. I think it's nice to practice all of them again. Thanks for watching today's video. My name's Matt. And I'm Lily. Thank you for watching. And I'm Lily and I'm pointing to you, sorry. I'm Matt, she's Lily. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you liked it, 4 likes, and we'll look forward to seeing you in episode 5. Yeah. No, episode 6. Yeah, I'm not sure which one, but looking forward to seeing you in whichever one it is. Yeah, see you then. Bye.